The food chain in various ecosystems is including or included the flow of energy in the food chain. So it includes the how much of the energy is going to be flow from one organism to the next organism. It means from producer to till the tertiary consumer, how much amount of the energy is going to be transferred. So before that, you must know what is meant by the energy flow. It is a transfer of energy from one tropic level to the another, and its direction and amount. So in which direction it's going and how much amount of energy is going to be flow or taken up by the particular organism. Okay, so that includes or that shows the energy flow. Now it can be represented by the pyramid of energy. So it can easy to understand that how the energy is going to be flow, that we can understand through the pyramid structure. Now a food chain is that we know it is a series of organisms, each depend on the next as a source of the food. This one we have already learned. So here the flow of the energy always flow in the unidirectional way. It cannot be reverse, is it? Sorry, it cannot be reverse, is it? So it is only flow in one direction only, from one organism to the next organism. So how much of amount of energy is going to be transferred from producer till the tertiary consumer, that we are going to study here. So see now, as the shown in the image, one pyramid is there. Okay, so the first producer is the plant. So for the producing food materials inside the plant also requires the energy from the sunlight. As we know that the photosynthesis is the process in which the plant used to utilize the carbon dioxide and water molecules from the atmosphere in the presence of the sunlight. Without the sunlight, they cannot synthesize the food material. This concept we know, is it? So likewise, the how much of the energy is going to be utilized by the plant to produce the energy, near about 20 kilocalories per meter square per year's amount of energy is going to be given up by the sun to the plant, but only 1% of solar energy is going to be convert the food material. So this is the basic concept. Now the 20,000 of kilocalorie energy which is going to be stored as a biomass, okay, inside the plant, from 20,000, how much of kilocalorie of amount energy is going to be taken up by the primary consumer? That is only 2,000 kilocalories. So see what happening here, the energy level or the amount of heat, or you can say the energy amount is reduced here, is it? So here what happening, as the tropic level increases, as we go upside, the energy flow is decreasing. Okay, so the primary consumers when eat up the plant materials, then they only utilize or get the 2000 kilocalorie per meter square per year amount of energy. Now when the secondary consumers feed up the primary consumers, so how much energy they are getting? Only 200 kilocalories per year. Now the tertiary consumers, when they eat the secondary consumers, they are getting only 20 kilocalories. When the quaternary consumer, that is a hawk, is getting only 2 kilocalories amount of energy. So see, as we are going upside or the pyramid is increasing, tropic level is increasing, the consumers level is increasing, the amount of energy is decreased. So it's a vice versa, means getting in opposite directions. As the level increasing, the amount of energy will also decrease. So this is just shown by the in the pyramid structures, just to understand that how the flow of energy takes place. Okay, so this was about the flow of energy, how it takes place in the food chain, and how the basic thing is that just to tell, as the tropic level increases, the food energy consuming, that energy amount is going to be decreased. Okay, So this is the basic concept of food flow of energy in the food chain. So it one more thing indicates that if any one of the organism will be get vanish or will be become as endangered species, then what happen? The food chain in the ecosystem will be get disturbed. So this is the basic thing, that to control the food chain, so each and every organism should be there in an ecosystem to be maintain the or balance the ecosystems and the food chain. Okay, next is pyramid of a tropical level. So now what is the pyramid of tropical level? It is a graphic representation just to show that how the level of flow of energy takes place and tropic level how it included. Now the basic thing of showing the pyramid of tropic level is that to show that the three pattern, or we can say the three elements are included here, that is the pyramid of numbers, pyramid of biomass and pyramid of energy. So how much of energy is getting released, or how much of the biomass is required, and the number of organisms, how much number included in the pyramid, those things shown up by the pyramid. So it is a graphical representation. The pyramid included the pyramid numbers, pyramid biomass, pyramid of energy. All the pyramids actually starts from the producers only. Okay, so pyramid of numbers means what now here? It gives the number of organisms present at each tropic level. So what indicates the pyramid? It shows us the how much number of organisms are present in a tropic level, in a particular tropic level. Okay, next is the pyramid of biomass. It gives the biomass of each tropic level and could be upright or inverted. So it tells us the how much of the biomass of each tropic level is getting. Now the pyramid of energy, it is the always upright means it's going forward, and it shows the flow of energy from one tropic level to the next tropic level. So what it indicates, it shows the how much amount of energy is going to get by a particular tropic level of consumer. Okay, so this was about the pyramid tropic level. What it includes is include the numbers, biomass and the flow of energy direction. So next is the thing, that is the law of conservation of energy. So what says the law of conservation of energy to us? It tells us that the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So energy cannot get created, is it? So by consuming a one organism to another one, they are getting directly or indirectly the energy, is it? Nobody is going to create it there. Sunlight is also directly getting by the plants, but not nobody is going to create the energy or the light, is it? Next, and we cannot destroy also. It transfers from one form to the another form. So it transfers from one form to another form is directly in the sense of sunlight getting. Okay, the each and every organism as like the plant, they cannot consume the sunlight, is it, as a energy, but in the form of a different organisms, they are getting energy, is it, that we have just seen from the producers, the primary consumers getting energy, is it, from the primary consumers by consuming the secondary consumer getting a food or the energy, is it, that is the in the form of a different ways. It transfers from one form to the another form, from primary consumers to the secondary, then the tertiary, then the quaternary. So these are the form of energies. Next, the biological system, it gets the passed from one organism to the other across the tropic levels. So the law of conservation tells us that in biological system, it gets passed from one organism to the next organisms. Now here the third concept is that the food web. So what says us or indicates the food web? What is meant by the food web? It is the formed by the interconnection of a different food chains. So not only the single food chain, it includes the various number of food chains. We have studied in the last session, there are the food chain can be takes place in first step, second step, third, five, fourth, is it? So in that steps, particular organisms included in food in two chain, that may be a three chain, that may be a four or five chain, is it? So here the food web says us that not only a single chain will be there, there will be a number of organisms will be interconnected with each other. So how that possible, we are going to see here. So it is a graphical representation of who eats whom in an ecosystem. So not only in a single chain the organisms can eat in a one direction, but in interconnectively how they are based on one another, that we are going to see here. It means who is going to eat whom. So now see here in the image, just as I was shown, suppose a primary producer is the plant, okay, in the green plant, who is going to consume, that can be get consumed by in the three ways as shown in the image. That can be get eaten up by the goat, that may be get eaten up by the rat, or else the mouse. Okay, the plant materials can be get eaten up by the three organisms or the animals. Okay, so now the organisms who is getting eaten, the producers, okay, so to them who is going to eat later, the goat is going to be eaten up by the jack also, or sometimes in the what can we see in the second step we have seen, or the third step, the plant is going to be eaten up by the goat is going to be eaten up by the animal. That is a three step. It means here is also can be takes place in a four step or the three step also. So you can see here the goat can be eaten up by the directly lion, or through the jackal also. So jackal can eat the goat, or through the jackal the lion is getting eaten, the producer plus the goat plus the jackal. It means these are actually interconnected with each other. Okay, so as the consumer level is increasing, the interconnection will also get increased. Now one more example, that rabbit is going to be eat the producers. Now who is going to be eat the rabbit? See, that may be a jackal, that may be a wildcat, or that may be any type of other organisms, is it? So it means that each of they are getting interconnected with each other. So see here, plant, then next to the jackal, the next who will eat the jackal, that is the big or the wild animal, that is the lion. Next is, we can take the example of mouse is going to be eaten the producer as the plant, that can be get eaten by the rabbit, sometimes maybe by the wild animal, wild cat, or the wild cat can be get eaten up by the lion. So it means that each of they are interconnected with each other. Next is, sometimes the another chain is that mouse can be get eaten up by the owl, is it? Owl can be get eaten up by the here again the wildcat, again from there it is the lion, again the, you can see here mouse is get eaten up by the snake can get eaten up by the kite or the hawk, or the hawk or the kite will get eaten up by the lion. So it means that it's a very a net like structure. Okay, and a net like structure is nothing but it's called as a web. Okay, so the normally the web word you have heard in case of the spider, is it? They used to create the net like structure or the web like structure, is it? The same as of here, the food chain is also getting in the form of a web manner or the pattern, is it? So number of animals are just interconnected with each other in the form of a food web. Okay, so this was about actually how the food chain in various ecosystem takes place through the flow of energy, through the pyramid, through the food web. All these things are included under the various ecosystems food chain. So this was about the today's session, how the food chain is increased or get decreased as the amount of energy is required, is it? So according to the tropic level, the energy level will be decreased. If the tropic level be less, then the energy flow off will be the maintained. Okay, so the pyramid indicates that the flow of energy plus the biomass plus the how many numbers of organisms included in the pyramid, and law of energy tell us that the energy cannot be created or not be destroyed, is it can be flow easily from one organism to another, and in the form of a different ways, that may be in the form of a direct sunlight, that may be in the form of a different form of animals, and it is only unidirectional, it cannot be a reverse. Okay, and food web is nothing but a interconnection between a different organisms, it's like a net like structure or the web like a pattern. Okay, so for any doubts and difficulties you can ask me anytime. Till then, thank you.